Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here, and I'm doing a review of MCW wrestling event that they had Saturday night as well. It was the Broken Anniversary, and the main match was Delete, 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 Delete. The Broken Hardys versus the Entourage for the MCW Tag Team Championship, and pretty good match, but I won't go into the rest of them. So I'm not going to the order how the show is. I'm just going to go by the matches itself. So one of the matches we had, Greg Excellence, which he basically is a comedy character, versus Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. And he had his women with him, so that was cool to see him come out as a pimp type dude that supposed to be, I don't know, because that was my first time seeing the character, but I guess he's supposed to be high class or something like that. But it was a cool comedy match. I enjoyed it. The winner of that match was Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. So he's a good heel. They say that he's the second-year rookie, so he's supposed to be something big coming up in the MCW ranks. So pretty cool to see. We had a three-man handicap match was with Big John Stud's son, Shane Stud, with the Pope Jeremiah, and our favorite manager in NCW, Andy Weinberg, with the winner's circle, of course, fighting the favorite, the Bruiser. So it was a pretty good 3-on-1 match. Basically, it was more so a three-man tag against one person. Pretty cool match. Near the end of the match, the Bruiser's boy Ryo came out and tried to save him, but he turned on him, so he's part of the winner's circle now. But Drellix, the MCW heavyweight champion and the Rage champion, came out to save him, but during that time, he ended up challenging Big Sean Stud for the title, which was interesting to see. The commissioner came out and said that he wasn't going to do it, but they went ahead, had the match, and Sean Stud is now the MCW World Heavyweight Champion. So that was good to see them put the belt on him. We shall see how this will go. We had another match. We had the Punk Rock All-Stars versus the Rock and Roll Express. Fun match, a fun tag team match. The Rock and Roll Express had the character down pat, so it was fun to see them cut up in the ring. Always enjoy the Punk Rock All-Stars. They're pretty cool. So they had a good match. The Punk Rock All-Stars won it. So all in all, that was a pretty good tag team match. Who else we had? We had Mr. Excellence himself, Brandon Scott, versus the cool one, Dante. So he was cool coming out with his manservant with the alcohol and stuff coming down in the ring with the alcohol in his hand, being cool and everything. So my man Brandon didn't win. Dante got the win. So it was a good back and forth match. I enjoyed it pretty well. And we had the tag team match with Black Wall Street versus Napalm and Damian Martinez. Pretty good match, tag team match. It didn't last for so long because we just had a whole bunch of shenanigans going on and stuff like that in the match. We had one of Black Wall Street guys come out and made it look like he was going to turn on Drillix, but end up beating up on Napalm. So I guess all three of them are back together again. So that was a pretty good match. Then we had the women's title match. We had my girl Melina versus Brittany Blake of the Punk Rock All Stars. Pretty good match. Got a chance to meet Melina after the show. One of the sweetest people you can meet. If you get a chance to meet her, go to her autograph table and get some pictures with her and talk to her because she is very sweet. And I thank her for taking a picture with me after the show. She didn't have to do that. So Melina is still the MCW Women's Heavyweight Champion. Pretty good match. She won it with a cool, wicked submission. Yeah. Awesome Matrix type stuff, which was cool to see. So, props to her. Hopefully, I get to see her again wrestle. So, what else? To me, the match of the night. My man, Lio Rush versus Anthony Henry. Man, this was back and forth and back. Chops, kicks, counters. Man, Lio Rush killed that joint. So did Anthony Henry. Man, this was, to me, the best match of the night. Pure wrestling. Lio Rush, hopefully, he would get a chance to come to WWE since they got the whole cruiserweight thing. But he could do more than just cruiserweight because he's just so good. So hopefully we'll see him up on NXT or WWE sooner or later. He has talent and he knows it. So good match. Lio Rush wins. And just, man, this was the match of the night to me. Next to, of course, let me make sure that I'm not leaving nothing off. We even had one more match that we had before I get into the main event was the four-way for #1 contendership for the MCW Tag Team Champions. We had Coast to Coast, the Hellcats, the Appalachian Outlaws versus the Guns for Hire. All I have to say is the Guns for Hire, they had the look, they had the height. If they want to break into NXT, they will be an awesome tag team. And I think they could make it into WWE because they got the look. They have what Vince McMahon is looking for and talent. So hard hitting and everything. The Hellcats, we all know how good the Hellcats are. I like them ever since I start seeing MCW wrestling up at the arena. So they're a pretty cool tag team. They connect with the fans as well. The Appalachian Outlaws, sometimes they could be a comedy act, but when it's time for them to come out and start fighting, they can fight. And Coast to Coast, I never seen them before, so they was pretty good as well. So all in all, it was a good four-way match going back and forth, very hard hitting. Guns for Hire wins the match, so they'll be in line for the tag team titles soon. So I don't know when that match is going to take place, but I would love to be there to see it. And now to the main event of the night. The Broken Hardys, Matt and the Nefarious Brother Nero versus the Entourage with Kevin Eck as their manager. We had the whole family there. My man Senior Benjamin, King Maxwell, and Queen Rebecca. All of them was there. They was doing photo shoots and stuff for people before the show as well. Pretty cool. And this was actually taped for Impact Wrestling, and they said that it's going to air at the end of February, so look forward to that. And they were saying this was the most people they had in an MCW arena ever, so it was packed. It was packed as a mug. It was standing only up in that joint because people wanted to come see Broken Matt and Brother Nero. They even had Vanguard 1 with them. Man, this was a hell of a good match too. Forth and back and forth. We even had the referee try to cheat in the match so the Entourage can come away with the TNA Tag Team titles. But another referee came down and super kicked the crooked ref so we could have an even match. The Hardys are now the MCW Tag Team Champions and the Impact Tag Team Champions. So they dual champions. They're on a quest to get all the belts from all the federations. So that's their quest for gold right now. Even King Maxwell had a match against Kevin Eck. Wasn't really a match. All it was just Matt and Jeff beating up on Kevin Eck. And so King Maxwell can get the pin. So even he, little King Maxwell, who was playing along with the crowd doing the delete, he knows what's going on as well. So that's kind of cool to see. All in all I got to say is if you really get a chance to go to an MCW show, go see it. It's only $20 to get in for general admission. If you want to get floor seats, I think the highest is like $50 for the first row, and then you pay less for how many rows back you want to get. But go support indie wrestling, and this show is really worth it because they do have stars from past and present from WWE and NWA and WCW, former stars there all the time. So they get the real big names. So all in all, if you get a chance to go see MCW live, please go see it. Support indie wrestling, and you will enjoy yourself. And that's my review. This is Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.